Good afternoon. I hope you're feeling alright. I know the trip down here can be a bit of a dizzy. But you're in good hands now. Can you try moving around? With your real body. Just be careful of your surroundings. You seem to be moving around alright, but it looks like this might be your first time with us. We've given you some enhanced navigational systems to help you out. Since walking around can be limited by your real-world environment, we've given you the ability to teleport. It's not as scary as it sounds. Hold your hands up in front of your face. Do you see those joysticks? If you tilt them forward with your thumbs, you can create a portable teleportation ring. Releasing the stick will then teleport you to the location of the ring. Try teleporting to the 3 highlighted positions. Yes, just like that. Now go teleport to the other 2. It looks like you've gotten the hang of that. You may have also noticed that if you tilt the sticks to the side, you can force yourself to turn around without needing to move in the real world. This can be quite useful when you need to reorient yourself. Take another look at your hands. You may have already figured this out, but you can put them into a few poses. The controllers will try their best to mimic the poses you put your hands in, so try playing around with that for a few seconds. Alright, that's more than a few seconds. Head over to that desk, and I'll make sure that those hands of yours are working properly. Excellent. Now, if you would, could you put your hand into a pointing pose and press this button using your index finger? Great. Now this one over here. I see there's no fooling you. Let's test out those thumbs. Could you touch the highlighted object with your thumb? Your thumbs seem to be working. Can you touch this next object using the back of your hand? It seems as though your hands are functioning as intended. But how is your ability to move things around? First, let's try moving a slider. Could you slide this from one side to the other? You'll need to use your index finger again, so get your pointing pose ready. Wonderful. That slider was linked to the temperature of my dinner. That roast cabbage casserole is going to be cooked wonderfully at this rate. Now, if you look down at your left hand, you'll notice a mysterious watch has appeared. This is where you can adjust various settings to make your experience here better. Clicking on the big button will bring up the options menu. From this watch, you can adjust things like volume settings, subtitles, height, dominant hand, color preferences, and more. Feel free to play around with it if you want, and whenever you are done, you can close the watch by simply pressing the big button again. Whenever you are ready to continue, click on the button on the closet. The last thing we need to go over is how to pick up and use various objects. Move over to the illuminated table and we can go over the basics. Any object that can be grabbed will glow when you put your palm over it. Once you've got an object glowing, simply squeeze the grip button to grab it. Why don't you try grabbing this cube? Great. If you want to drop it, simply release the button. If you find yourself in the unfortunate situation of dropping an object somewhere out of reach, we've installed a laser interact system to help you out. Clicking the top buttons on your controllers will allow you to activate a laser. This laser will act as an extension of your hand, and can be used in the same way. Try grabbing that distant cube using your laser. Wonderfully done. You can always activate and deactivate this laser by pressing the top button on the controller. Some objects can be used in more interesting ways. Could you head over to the closet and open it up? Just grab the handles and move them. You'll find something interesting inside. While holding some objects, you can use them in various ways. In this instance, try pressing the bottom button on your controller. Very good. That thing's pretty loud, so feel free to shut it down again when you are done with it. We wouldn't want to cause any property damage, would we? Depending on the job, you may find yourself needing to use the same tools repeatedly. For these cases, we've supplied you with a tool belt. It's invisible to the naked eye, but it will allow you to have constant access to your tools. If you look down at your waist, you will see that something has spawned on your tool belt. You can grab it and use it like any other object. Additionally, thanks to advanced scientific breakthroughs, they will always float back to your belt if dropped. With that, we've covered the basics of navigating this virtual world. Feel free to stick around and get more comfortable with how things work here, and whenever you are ready, head back up the elevator. If you want to do a practice run of the facilities, you'll need to go upstairs and select practice mode.